See, my little eBay chicks have hatched. I had an excellent hatch rate. I had, I believe, 12 eggs and 10 of the 12 hatched. I lost one that must not have been fertile, and the other one, I believe, formed, but for some reason did not hatch. So welcome guys to the Able Farmer channel. I'm glad you are here. This is going to be an interesting video. We are going to get to the rabbit here in just a second, but I just wanted to show you guys that my eBay chicks hatched, and I've got some pretty cool chicks here. If you guys didn't see the video where I talked about them, check that out above and watch that video, and that explains exactly where I got these chicks and the pros and cons of the different places that you can actually get the chicks. So I just want to show you real close on a couple of these. They're pretty cool. Alright, you see here, this is an I am Samani. I have two of them that hatched. Whoop. Let's see, here's the other one. Those guys are super rare. And uh-oh, flip over. And I'm excited about those. And I also have the mosaics. I know this is one here. I can't wait to see what those look like when they get older. But we also had the blue lace red Wyandottes hatched. Two of the quail barbacones, which I believe is this one here. They're kind of hard to tell. And then I have a silver lace. Let's see. Yeah, silver lace Wyandotte here. One of those eggs was not fertile, never developed. And then I have a copper Moran, and I believe that's it. So what do we have? 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah. So 10 of the 12 hatch. That's a pretty good success rate on having eggs shipped through the mail. I mean, that's pretty good success rate, eggs, period. Yeah, it's pretty cool getting these guys to hatch. I'm happy with how that turned out. Also, real quick, I want to show you my little duck nuggets. If you remember, they're about 2 weeks old or so, maybe 16 days old. If you remember how small they are. Look at them now. Look at the size of that duck already. That's unbelievable. It is amazing how fast these guys grow. Unbelievable. Way faster than the chicken. So they're doing well. I haven't lost any of them. I need to get some food and water in it because, believe it or not, they splashed out all their water. Have I ever mentioned I hate having ducks in the brooder? It sucks. So I'm planning on maybe Saturday, which is about 4 days from now. I'm going to move these guys out into the chicken tractor, and we're going to pasture raise them, similar to the way we did our chickens. I was just a little concerned. It's getting a little cool at night, and they don't have all their feathers in, and I don't want to lose them for them getting cold. So I just want to give you a quick update on the chickens and the ducks. That stuff's coming along great. Now what this video is really about is the rabbit. And let's go over and check that out. Alright, if you guys don't remember from the last video, I went out and I got these New Zealand rabbits. And I got 4 of them. And I had 3 females and I had a male. The male is a litter mate. Well, previously I also got another male. So my buck rabbit is actually over here. I have a spare buck. And I knew this was going to be a problem eventually, but he started chasing her around in here. And I believe that it is time to remove him. So I got to first figure out which one is the one that I need to get, and we are going to dispatch him today. And I've never done this before, so this is not a how-to video, but we're going to learn together in this video on what is the best way of doing it. And I actually don't know. We're going to do a little bit of trial and error, and I want to be as humane as possible. And the first thing we're going to do is find the rabbit that we need to dispatch. And I know it's one of these two here. Oh, don't scratch me. I believe this is the female here, so she's safe. This is him for sure. Yep. So this is him here. And whew. So this is him here. And I fully realize There's something about rabbits and there's something about ducks that are just different than butchering chickens or turkeys. People tend to have more of a connection with them. They're cute. That's a big problem. And I realize that I'm walking through a minefield of internet hate here. So obviously if this kind of content's not for you, I suggest you search somewhere else. But we're going to take him, we're going to contain this rabbit up here, and we're going to do a couple experiments on a fake rabbit and go through a couple scenarios of which is the best way to dispatch the rabbit, because I want this to be as humane as possible. So let's go do some testing. Alright, we're going to put you in here for the moment. Hopefully you don't dig out from under there. Alright, for the purpose of this video, to do some tests and do some demonstrations, I am going to use a fake rabbit here. So nice. That way we're not using a live rabbit for these demonstrations. So the first way we are going to try to dispatch a rabbit is with a pellet gun or a BB gun. Safety first. First thing we're using is a BB gun. I borrowed this from my kids. And we're going to try the BB gun first. Okay, we got our little bunny. And we're going to try the pellet gun. Right to the back of the head. Pretty underwhelming. Yes, you could kill your rabbit with a pellet gun. I would recommend a higher powered pellet gun than this, or a higher powered BB gun than this. But that being said, I always kind of lean towards the side of more power for killing an animal, just because I'd rather it be a little too much than not enough. And I'm afraid if I were to use this, that it wouldn't get the job done and the rabbit may suffer. So let's move on to the next thing. Okay, next. This is a 22 rifle, 22 long rifle. We're going to load this up. And we're going to try this. Well, that was certainly a big difference. Take a look at the back of the head. Hole. That blew out the stuffing right out here. But the first thing we're going to do with this rabbit is cut the head clean off. So any damage to the head, it's not really going to be a big deal because it's coming off anyway. So I would rather it be a little overpowered and kill it quickly than be underpowered and potentially suffer. So we got a couple more things to try. Alright guys, next in the lineup is going to be the noisy little cricket. This is a 22 Magnum revolver, and I like it because you can get real close to the animal and be real precise on where you're hitting. However, it is more powerful than the 22 long rifle. That's probably not necessary if you can get one of these and a 22 long rifle. I believe you could buy new cylinders for these, but we are going to try this on the rabbit. To try this, okay? Cock the hammer. Now this little booger's loud, just so you know. Woo! Holy smokes, that's loud. Woo! Hey, I recommend wearing ear protection. Don't be a dummy like me. I forgot until right now. Anyway, let's see how it did. Okay. It is pretty similar to the 22. So that extra power of the 22 Magnum is not necessary at all. The hole, you can see it's blown out each side here. So those are three different guns that you could use. Obviously they're all going to work. The pros and cons, a BB is dirt cheap. 22 round, it's like 30 cents a round, something like that. And the 22 Magnum is going to be a little more expensive. But I got one more way of trying to dispatch the rabbit, and I'm going to set that up now. Alright guys, next way to dispatch a rabbit. You see here I have a string tied up above to a board. And what you're going to do is you're going to make them nice and relaxed. Nice rabbit. Nice rabbit. And you make your little slip knot. like so. You can see that. And you're gonna just gently slide the rabbit's head inside of that knot and gently cinch it tight. And then you hold on to your rabbit, and when it least expects it, bam! Just like that. And what that does is that disconnects the skull from the spine, and it should result in an instant death. And just like Jeffrey Epstein, it did not kill himself. Alright, so which way am I going to actually do this? I believe I feel most comfortable using the .22 rifle. I think it is going to be the most effective. They're all effective, don't get me wrong. There's also commercial products on the market that, like, I believe it's called a hopper popper or something like that, where you can yank on them and pull on their head. But I want to stick with the .22 rifle. I kind of lean that way. I believe it's going to get an effective kill. So that's exactly what I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to dispatch this rabbit, and I'm going to begin processing it. And like I said, if you don't want to see this, I understand. Good time to cut out of this video. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and dispatch it. Alright, deed is done, and let me tell you, it worked perfectly. It was instantaneous death. You just tell. That's exactly what I was going for. I don't want anything to suffer. However, this is the cycle of life on the homestead. You just saw I had baby chicks that were born, so you get to see the birth, and then there's also the death. That is just a fact of life, and when you do this, you're going to deal with both life and death. And some people that's hard. Some people, you've already accepted it. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and process this rabbit. This is not a how-to. I am going to briefly show you exactly what I'm doing. But I've never done this before, so it wouldn't be good to show a how-to if I've never done it before. So we're going to learn a little bit together, and I'm excited to try a domestic rabbit. I've never eaten domestic rabbit, and I'm raising rabbits. I've had wild rabbit before, but people say domestic rabbit is really good. If you've had domestic rabbit, comment down below and let me know what it's like. Tell me how you like to fix it, your favorite ways of having it prepared. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about it. So go ahead and comment below what you think. And like I said, I'm not trying to make light of this, but you know, this is part of the homesteading. This is part of farming. So like I said, rabbits have a specific spot in people's hearts because they're not automatically associated with food. So that is the main reason. And they're cute. That's a big problem too. This video is going to go over real well around Easter. So anyway, I'm going to get this rabbit hung up and we're going to start processing it. Alright guys, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take the head off. That way it could bleed out real good. And let me just tell you that .22 worked. So, we got a rabbit here. And today I'm using my Havilon knife. If you guys want a chance to win one of these, check out my video on the Harvest Moon giveaway. And you guys get in the drawing and I'll send you one of these. I really like them. On both legs. And I assume you just kind of do this like a deer. Like that. And you just pull their pants legs up. Okay. Now back here on the tail, I'm just going to cut the tail clean off. Like that. Okay. Alright, now once you get this far, it should be pretty easy. Let me adjust the camera a little. Okay? I should just be able to pull this down like a sock. Just like that. Okay. Pretty easy. Beautiful. Kind of snap it. Okay. There. Okay, so then we're done with this, and I will probably bury this in the compost pile. So now we got what's left over here. So we're going to get in here. Slit. Just hold it away with your fingers so you don't nick any guts. Okay. Here's the bladder. And I want to get this out of here, because you don't want to get that on your meat. Not that it's ruined, but think about it. You don't want that on your meat. So that's out of here, completely removed. You can see I probably should have withheld feed. You can see this little rabbit poop inside the intestines here. I probably should have done that, but, well, what are you going to do? Okay. Come down here to the chest cavity. Cut right down the chest cavity. Just like that. Okay. My chickens are going crazy in there. Okay. It's very common with rabbits that you check the liver. You make sure there's no spots on it. This looks like a nice, healthy liver, healthy rabbit. And so that's good. I'll probably give this to the dog. Dog will appreciate that. Follow that intestine all the way out to the vent. Cut that off. Beautiful. And just bring everything just clean out to the kidneys here. Just cut it down. It just falls out. Just like that. Here's the diaphragm. Thought that looked funny. Cut that diaphragm away. That exposes the lungs and the heart. Pull them out. Like so. And right there is a clean rabbit. And I'll just cut the legs off here. I think I'm going to need to get some snips for that. So I'm going to run in and get that real quick. However, that was a pretty easy process. I'm going to rinse him out real good. Got some fat deposits here. He was nice and fat. Rinse him out real good and get him, soak him in water maybe for 24 hours, ice water for 24 hours, and he'll be ready to go. He'll be ready to eat, and I'm excited to try it. So I'm going to run in, I'm going to grab them poultry shears real quick. Alright, got my poultry shears. Just got to cut here below the hairline, right here. Off. Off, okay. There you have it. My first rabbit. I hope there's many more of those to come. Now if I can just get Mrs. Able Farmer to try it, that'd be great. They say you can use this in about any recipe that calls for chicken. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment below what your opinion is on a domestic rabbit. But anyway, I hope you guys learned something in this video. I hope it was entertaining. Like I said, we're trying to be as humane as possible. It's a part of life here in the homestead, watching life and death happen every day. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bam! Ooh.